Greetings, you're watching Septum Sen versus the World. I'm Septum Sen. Of course, this is a live video today. I may not be able to see your comments because I'll be going over to a tier maker, which, by the way, tier maker is the program I'm using. Most YouTubers show these lists and don't even bother giving them credit, which I'm not going to do that. Tier maker is doing this list for us. So if you want to check them out, just type tier maker in your search engine and you'll find it. It's pretty easy. Any case, I want to dedicate this episode to a friend that we have lost today. I'm not going to mention his name, not yet, but just to say you'll be missed. So today we're going to talk about YouTube videos and creators. I watch a lot of YouTube. I would say that I watch more YouTube than any other visual platform. I do more YouTube than gaming, movies, TV, etc. But there are some that stick out even more than the others. Those that no matter what, if they have a video coming out, I always watch them. Always. 0% chance of not watching them. So what you're seeing here is all of their symbols, and I'm just going to go through them one at a time in alphabetical order to be fair to each of them. And we're going to just see how each of them comes out. I put the rankings down here as to where the tiers are. So we start off with kind of low-end creators, the people that I consider the true foundation of YouTube. This is the majority of YouTube right here, the 0 to 1,000 subscriber group. And then, of course, we have our 1,000 to 100,000, which I would consider our other section of the foundation. Those two groups, in my opinion, make up the bulk of YouTube. These are the people, these are the masters. This is where a lot of the hidden talent is. The 1,000 to 100,000 group are the kind of people who are actually able to make some money off of this platform. Some are making just a pittance. Some actually are doing enough to make this a full-time job on the upper end. Then we have our mid-tier, which are the people who are able to easily make this a regular job and typically can go forward with it. Then we've got the two big fish scales, the 500,000 to 1 million, and then the 1 million plus. The 1 million plus are just like the YouTube superstars. Now, you might notice some people missing from this list, like Inside Movies Galore, Wet Movie 1, ones I really enjoy, but I just don't get to every bit of their content. Some of them is because they'll do like long, hour-long streams that I'm just not interested in. Some I can only hit the highlights. Some are just such active producers, I just can't keep up with them. Such as Dane's new channel, just too much content for me to keep up with. And with some, it's just the volume is low enough to where I need headphones and I just can't, do so. With that being said, if your name isn't on here, don't look at yourself like, I don't like your channel or anything like that. It's more of these are the ones that I will go out of my way to watch every single video. Some of them are newly added, some have newly been kicked off, and there are some that haven't updated in a long while. And I'm putting you guys on the list to show that you are loved and that we would love to see you back. So I would recommend you visit any one of their channels. The the links are in the description down below. And for those who haven't been producing a lot lately, go in there and let them know. Give them encouragement. Say, I'm going to go back and watch all of your videos. I really enjoy it. Let's see what we can do to maybe encourage them or push them over that edge so maybe they are making more money. Because a lot of these are, unfortunately, in the bottom range. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move forward. So we're going to start off with a Jolly Wangcore here. So his channel is dedicated to well, Let's Plays in a lot of sense, but they're mod Let's Plays. Now he is at 622,000, so he's in the big fish range. Now he has a lot of funny commentary on these. He mostly does Half-Life mods, but has done others. He does Twitch, but I don't watch Twitch really. And it's just really funny. The commentary, the reactions, I always get a laugh out of his content. He doesn't update here as often as he does on Twitch, but whenever he does update on YouTube, I am like right at his channel watching it. Another one at 92K, which was a bit low for what I thought, especially with his former relationship to Cinemassacre, Channel Awesome, was Bennet the Sage. Now, Bennet the Sage is sort of like Nostalgia Critic, or at least that's how he started off, holding up older anime as well as the Nostalgia Critic would. Now he has two shows. One is Anime Abandoned, which he's most known for, and Old Taku New Tricks. The biggest difference in the two is that he's kind of discussing a more recent series with Old Taku New Tricks. He is pretty knowledgeable about anime, and many people who don't like his channel, really and truly, it's just people who are like, you can't talk bad about an anime that I like. Yeah, that's fine. You talk bad about an anime I like all day long if you want, as long as you make it funny and entertaining. But in any case, he's a great channel there. This next one, which is one that I have recently gotten up to watching on a regular, and is in the same range at 28K, and that is Davidvinc, or I think that's how it's pronounced. Now, his channel is all about RPG gaming, and you'll see a gaming theme in my viewing. And he does Let's Plays of RPGs from start to finish. The sound quality is a bit poor on a lot of these, so I have to have them turned up on a headphone a lot of the times to hear, or try and turn off any other ambient noise in order to get the whole, but it's still well worth it. I still really enjoy his content, and he's doing a playthrough of Suikoden right now, so I'm currently watching every episode. Will this maintain? It depends on what games he picks to do, because I have to do a little bit of extra effort to watch his stuff, so it takes a game that I'm interested in seeing played. So he also does some top 10 lists, and I always watch his top 10s regardless. So he's a fun channel to check out. Now here's one that's extremely good quality and deserves what it gets. They're at 726K, and that's Defunctland. They are amazing in their quality. They do a lot of documentary style videos related to theme parks. I was not into them as much at first, but after their documentary series on Jim Henson, I have been where I just can't get enough. And right now they're kind of laying the foundation of Disneyland and how that came together. It's just really cool. If you have a chance, you should check out their series. I've gone back to look at some of their old videos. They well deserve what they've got up here. So one of the two travel channels I watch, and I will say this right now, subscribe to travel-related channels. This virus is causing them to suffer tremendously, and they need all the help they can get. Watch their videos. Put them, if you don't like travel videos, if you're not interested, don't want to know about it while you're in quarantine, just put them on like play and do something else. It's just, they need all the views they can get. And one of my favorites here is Dawn's Family Vacations at 84K. So they're in the kind of around Bennet the Sage area. He is all about cruising. His channel is about cruising related vacations, about things you can do, top 10 lists, you know, the various stuff you see all over YouTube. But his personality and his warmth is amazing when it comes to that. It's just something really cool to see. I have just a particular love for just a nice warm personality when it comes to these types of videos. It's just you check him out. He's one of the nicer people that you'll meet on YouTube. So another one that's more on just the presentation than the content is DreamcastGuy. I don't know what it is about him, but his voice makes it, even when I don't really care about his game-related content, I just can't help but follow. He's at 170K, 73K, which puts him as a first up on that in that range. And his content is, again, top 10 lists, rants, a lot of gaming-related stuff, news-related stuff, talking about playthroughs. He is just general fun. If you enjoy gaming, I would check him out. He is really enjoyable. And a shout out to Beat 'em Ups and Spawn Wave, who are friends of his and also put out very good content. I just don't watch 100% of their stuff. All right, so next up is Drunken Master Studios, a friend of this channel. He is at 327 subscribers, one of the first of my real foundation group. His presentation is spectacular. The way he has his stuff roll off the tongue, very smooth, very awesome content. It's all over the place, so you can't really nail it down as much, but it does have video game, movie content. There's something he's doing called the Kaiju Quarantine, which is a lot about these Godzilla movies, Gamera, and you name it. Just great stuff in general. If you haven't checked him out, you should. He also guests on our Inside Movies Galore podcasts, and he just knocks it out of the park when he's in on it. So next up is one that hasn't done a lot of content lately, and he is at 4.77K. Really? Huh. And that is the Fluffy Gamer. So he's in here. Now, he is an awesome creator. His quality of his channel is really high. His pickup videos were a delight to watch. He does video game hunting, pickups, and now he's doing some drunken video reviews, so that's pretty cool. I support him just because I really like his content. He comes across as fun. It's just in general a great YouTuber, and I'm hoping that he ends up coming back to form in the future. So, get over there and encourage him. Tell him, we love your stuff. We're going to keep checking out your stuff and get more subscribers so that, hey, who knows, maybe you'll get to that point where you can take off some hours from your work to do more on YouTube because we're sending you that much money. All right. Next up is Gaming Historian. This one, he doesn't update a ton, but when he does so in quality, much like, say, Defunctland or some of these who they just go into it. They do a lot of research. Now, he is in the big fish range. He is in that. He is at 741K, and I even have a Blu-ray of his for some of his episodes. He's very informed. He gives you a lot of cool video game setup and history. It's just in general a really fun channel. I really enjoyed seeing his content, and he's just a joy to watch. Another one that there was another one that I can't think of his name right now that I really like that's also in that vein. So it's just you got some really cool people in that vein, but he's one of the few that I watch all the way through. Another one that is in that vein of kind of history, and they do these kind of documentary style picks about certain game series, is GVMERS, but it has a V in there. And they're at 404K, so they're in the DreamcastGuy range here. And they are awesome. Again, quality is extremely good. If you want to know something about a game series, their Silent Hill one was amazing. I just enjoy watching it. Even for games I don't have much of an interest in, like Killzone, I just enjoy watching it and seeing the backgrounds and how they came to be. It's just enjoyable. If you haven't, check it out. So next up here is one that comes into the, well, really that DreamcastGuy run around, which is HappyConsoleGamer, which is at 242K. And he's really fun. His name is Johnny Millennium. He goes by online, and it's just the love of it. His energy is catching. He had a run-in with what looked to be coronavirus himself over the winter time. and I'm glad that he has recovered from whatever it is and that he is back with us again. His videos are just a joy to watch. His energy and enthusiasm, they're infectious. So if you haven't checked him out and you like gaming at all and game collecting in general, you should check out that channel. So one that's a comedy channel related to gaming and sometimes cinema is the Killian Experience at 755K. It's just his presentation. Again, it's all about the presentation and the way he presents it. It is just hilarious. I go back and I rewatch his Jurassic Park and Prison video a ton, and some of his garbage gaming guides are just legendary. If he's got it, it's just an event in the household. We have to stop and watch him. So he's one of the big fish in that category. Following that is another gaming-related channel, Larry Bundy Jr. at 384K. And he is a very fun person to watch. Again, his fact hunts are legendary in the gaming community. You get to hear more about it. It's just really awesome to hear a lot of stuff about gaming from a background perspective. And just him saying, but hello, you know, that just draws me right into his videos. Last Gamer. Now, Last Gamer is 111K, and he could use help because he lost a ton of things in a lightning accident. He had a full arcade, one of the biggest game collections, which drew me to his channel originally, and now he's putting out some really entertaining content. Right now, it's not as much focused as it had been on, you know, his arcade room pickups and such, because he's rebuilding. He lost most of his many of his systems. He had a full-on live-action arcade where most of the motherboards were burned out. A lot of his TVs got lost. He's just slowly rebuilding now. So I'm sure that a lot of it's there, but he's still doing a lot of his. It's an interesting thing. He does his own like biography online about once a week or so, and I really enjoy the content. I'm hoping that he gets himself together soon, and we get a lot of restoration of some of the old stuff. One I would love to see do more content at 53 subscribers, unfortunately, is Light and Shadow Cinematic Musings. This man is a film creator of high caliber. He is focused more on the horror side, but does really well. And his videos had shown some stuff that I had never even heard of before. And much like Drunken Master Studios, when you can find stuff that I don't know about, you're really good in my mind. He knows a lot about film and is in general a really good person. I really hope that he gets back to creating again, because he's just a fun and entertaining presenter. So with that being said, go to his channel, subscribe. Let's push him at least over 100 if we can, and get him really interested in things. Or maybe interested in getting back to YouTubing again. I really do look forward to what he has to offer. So this guy is one that is huge quality, and I'm sad that that he is at the low that he is at. There's 162 subscribers, and that is Lewis Switcher for the Lewis Switcher Show. This man put out really quality content. Musically, it's awesome. It's sort of like this vlogging, life vlogging, and movie hunting, and it's just in general, these productions are amazing to watch. You should just check out an episode. You'll see what I mean. He's got really cool music. I'm sure he doesn't make anything, because the music the artists probably claim all the money on. Well, he's not making it anyway at the subscriber count, but just listening to it in general, it is, he knows his thing with the audio. So check it out. He does a great job. It is well worth your time. I'm hoping he's on hiatus now, and I'm really hoping that he starts back up again, because he is duly missed in our community here. So another of the bigger fish at 758K is MetalJesusRocks. Now he's another video game related channel, another huge collector, and he goes over a lot of cool items and does buying guides. He's really fun, and I watch several of his crew with Reggie and a few others, but not to the level of his. Again, presentation is key, and he presents it well, informed, and just in general good quality overall. If you like gaming and you love collecting gaming, he is right there. Which is funny, I don't collect games, and I don't game but maybe once or twice a week. It's amazing that I'm just sitting here with like all these gaming related channels. So next up is a channel, a new one with 165 subscribers called Mort House Films. They put out a film recently called Dark Web Mystery Box, which if you haven't, you should check them out and get that on DVD as it's coming out. And in general, they look like they're going to be very fun. They got a cool thing. It's not hard to catch up. They've got 3 videos on their site, and most of them related to Dark Web Mystery Box. But you should check them out and encourage them. Hopefully they'll put out some more content. It's going to be fun. So another one that me and my wife have to get behind every time that it comes out is Oversimplified, which is our first really big fish at 3.48 million subscribers. Now, they are insanely fun. Simplified takes on historical events. They're pretty good at their research, and I think because of the depth of their research and effort that goes in, you don't see a lot of updates very often, but when they do, oh, it's amazing. They did Henry VIII not long ago, and if you enjoy history at any level, you should check them out. Another friend of the channel and awesome dude overall at 301 subscribers, we have phantombanshee, another collector. He does these kind of, I call them drive-by pickups. He'll do like very quick, like, hey, take a look at the box of this item that I picked up, and then occasional like really quick reviews. His material usually takes no more than like 3 or 4 minutes at a time to get through. Some of his content is less than a minute long, and some of the skits are really funny to watch that he does. It's just a fun channel to go through. It takes very little bit of your time. I say we keep boosting that subscriber count up. They really do a great job. Another one I watch, and mainly because he only updates once a week, is Rabbidluigi at 355. Wait, sorry. Let me, well, I'll do him and I'll come back to PhantomStrider here. But at 355K subscribers. And he is a gaming channel. Again, top 10 lists. I had gone off of his channel a little bit for a while because it was Pokemon only for like a month. And then he came back to just regular all over content. So I really enjoy his delivery and in general his gaming his gaming takes overall. And that's not in that level. Sorry, he's down here, 355K. So another one at that level, but almost to the 500K, is PhantomStrider. Now, he likes to cover cartoons and a little bit of gaming, but mostly cartoons of sorts, mostly American cartoons. And his delivery is just hilarious. He pairs up with Anime America a lot for some of their lists. And just in general, he's just fun to watch. If you haven't checked out his channel, they're just a joy, and it brings a smile to my face whenever I see an updated video. Well, my favorite YouTube channel of all time with 1.55K subscribers is the Rebel Gaming Club. Now, they are an amazing channel. They're a game pickup channel, and they have gone all over the place with their presentation. It's some good, and some truly great content. You got some awesome music, great presentation, and hilarious skits that they've done in the past. You need to go through their backlog if you subscribe to these people, because they are amazing, and as a channel, they are truly worthwhile. I make it an effort to check out their channel on the regular. I hadn't been watching some of their content, I'll admit, because some of their streams where they were doing gosh, they're doing a gaming stream with like Rocket Racing or something like that. I can't think of the name of it. Rocket League. And but they stopped doing that, so now I'm watching 100% of their content again. So that's cool. And maybe I need to watch the Rocket League content too. Maybe I'm a bad fan. Who knows? You can comment below if I'm a bad fan at that point. All right, so let's talk about Talking Kitty Cat. Unfortunately, this man is not likely to make any more because he has passed, which is really sad. So this is more of a dedication. He is one of the biggest fish here that I have. I mean, almost as big as Oversimplified with 2.51 million subscribers. These videos are amazing. They're hilarious, and I really urge you to check it because you never know when this content will go away. It's really sad. I've seen all of his videos, and as a cat owner, it's just a joy. It is truly sad when a spark like that goes out. Another spark that kind of left us was the game Direct. 36.2K subscribers, which is pretty impressive considering that it's not updated in years. They've done some really cool gaming history videos, and I wish they would come back and finish some of their stuff off. It's really good quality, really awesome content, and I'm sad that I'm not seeing as much on the update of their channel. But who knows? Maybe you go back, you subscribe, you tell them we love your stuff, come back to us. Maybe they'll come back and do more content. I mean, they're at a pretty good number. I mean, if we push them up, maybe if they get pushed up really high, they'll start producing again. One that's pretty high, though, that produces similar content is the Sphere Hunter. 239K. So they're in this range here. Now, she's known a lot for her cosplay. If you search her online, you can see a lot of cosplay that she's done, but also her gaming channel is amazing. She goes some in-depth deep dives, loves survival horror content. I like survival horror content, so she's got me right there. It's just fun, really enjoyable, and again, when you hear a passion for what you enjoy, it just is infectious. So next up on the list is my second travel channel, which is at 42.7K subscribers, which is over here, which is the Very Unofficial Travel Guide. And again, Morgan is pretty cool. I don't feel like he's quite as nice a guy as Don necessarily, but he is also an amazing producer, and his channel is fun. I can't think of a Sunday that I don't sit down and watch Sunday Sofa Time with him. Another cruise related mostly, but also some Disney and other travel. He did a series of videos from a tennis resort. It's just cool watching vacation related content. Again, these channels are hurting. If you like travel, you should subscribe to him. Also subscribe to his new channel, Guten Morgen, which, good morning. And in general, it's just fun to watch. His content's enjoyable. So last but not least is Yessay Asha. Now he's at 301 subscribers. So he has some very fun content. His is also a little bit all over the place. He did some Minecraft Let's Plays. I really liked his farming simulator Let's Plays, but I think he got like... he ran out of ideas as to how to present it, just because it's so much just grinding in that game. But still, it's just fun to watch his content. I hope he's doing well up in Canada, but I was introduced to him. He and Mo were a crew on the Rebel Gaming Club. That's how I got introduced to them. And again, they're just fun channels to watch. And also, because Let's Plays take a lot of time, I haven't been able to finish the other spinoff channel, Inside Kids, but I do catch their content most of the time. So if you haven't checked them out, you should check them out as well. So this is how it rolls out. So it looks like I am mostly into mid-range YouTubers at that 100 to 500K area. It seems like that's where I spend most of my time. But I also seem to spend more of my time on the lower tier YouTubers than I do on the upper tier YouTubers. It's kind of funny that with the exception of MetalJesusRocks, the ones that I watch in the upper tier don't update that often. They usually update maybe a few times a month at best. So it is kind of funny how that works out. Whereas a lot of these other ones on the lower tiers, they update much more often, and I'm just watching them all the time. So if you're talking about watch time, I'd probably say that my lower two, I have much more watch time behind than the upper two. And also, apparently, that mid tier is where I'm concentrated at. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Click that like button if you've enjoyed our content. Of course, subscribe and share. Let me know in the comments below, what videos, what creators do you watch that you watch every video of, that you're just like, oh, they came up with a video, I need to watch it? I would be curious to know. Maybe I'll check them out. Give them a subscribe. It'd be cool. So let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed, and we will see you on the next one. Goodbye.